what's going down, everybody? Welcome to the All Seas Collectors Edition podcast. My name is James, followed by this lovely lady over there, my wife Trish.
Ew.
We are back after the coin show next week. Happy to be with you all. Thanks for joining us. We got our DM AJ.
Cheers.
And as always, Dom,
Just call me Dom.
Dom, Sunflower
Purely
Productions.
T. That's Spike.
I was trying to think Sunflower Productions. I wanted to say it first.
Sunflower Studios.
Studios. So you see, I don't want to say productions.
Because I do all kinds of stuff on it. I used to do that 3 Dom Effects.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
I put everything under that when things went bad.
the production part, I don't want to ever say that again. That's what threw me
Right.
off. That's why I stuttered.
That's right. What you got there?
I brought us a Blood Orange IPA Invincible Versus from Voodoo Ranger.
Didn't that just come out again?
Yeah.
The Invincible
Invincibles,
Versus. We sold out a collector's edition here. Still have some original editions at the Gaming Arena.
season 5, are they on Amazon?
They are
now?
on season 5 right now, I believe.
Great show. We're watching The Boys, loving that on Amazon. Check
I've
out
been seeing the
Amazon
stuff
right now.
on TikTok because I don't want to
God.
watch it. But all these scenes are amazing.
Please comment and let us see your comments. All
you
us
need to
live.
come?
Follow
They're
us live
insane.
and check it out. You know what I mean?
I
Follow
want
this
to talk
Very
about
podcast.
the boys now so bad now that you brought it up.
We'll talk
because
about it in
it's
entertainment.
so intense.
This podcast is all about collectibles all the time. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We've got a lot to go over. Again,
Nobody else.
fresh back of the coin show.
They're good. They're good.
All right. We liked you guys watching this podcast with us. I wish you'd all join us every week and follow loyal like dogs like we all are. No, I'm just
Damn.
kidding. But we give you stuff because we
Sheets
love
are
you all.
sheep.
Oh, yeah.
We like to pay you off.
Yeah.
Watch our show.
Yeah, exactly,
Something
Dom.
for free.
Anyways, something we like to do is give things away for free on this podcast, and we do have a lucky winner for this Prism Blaster box. Prism Blaster box, $60 retail value. Panini Prism 2026, the last one, or 2025, last one they're gonna be putting out, and this one goes to Big Tone.
Tone, thank you, Mr. Eckler, for joining this podcast, watching it with us loyally as you do. We appreciate you very much, and everybody else out there. Thank you very much for being a part of our collectibles world with us every week. We love you all very much. Our sponsors we also love very much, and they are Goat and Sons and Mutiny Information Cafe. Also, PokeCon Las Vegas. We will be there here in less than 3 weeks.
I'm so
May
psyched
and
for that.
November.
I can't tell you.
All Seas Collector Showcase on the road with Garbage Island, bringing out Albino Rhino, Will Green, and Jeff Cox to Garbage
It's gonna
Island.
be great.
All Seas Collector Showcase
What you did there.
at PokeCon Las Vegas. PokeCon Vegas in May and in November. Check out PokeCon at the Hearn.
You just want to hit
Hearn
those
Hotel.
slots. That's all. You
I
just want
do.
to hit those slots.
Hearn actually doesn't even have a casino in that hotel. It's still so
That's what I
nice.
heard.
Very
no,
nice place.
I will tell you this about that show. It last time we did it, it was so busy that you really don't have it's like the time flies by
Yeah.
because it's so many people.
Yep.
It's
Great
such
job.
A rush.
Steve and his crew do a great job down there at PokeCon, and we're glad they're sponsors of our show.
Yeah.
Check them out. Go to Vegas. It's a great time. All right. We did our giveaway. Now it's time for James's Coin Corner. We're going to go into the Coin Corner before we get into our markets.
We still have another
Oh.
giveaway, sir.
What are you giving away this month? I'm
You
sorry.
also can get this item next month. We got the South Park Stick of Truth, the Grand Wizard King Cartman here. We're going to be giving this away to one lucky winner at our first show in June. All you need to do to win that is like, comment, and share everywhere podcasts are found. That includes here on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, on iHeartRadio, on Google Play, on Apple, iTunes, on Spotify, on Podbean. You've got about a dozen chances. Everyone, like, comment, share, subscribe. Do those things for your chance to win that South Park Stick of Truth, just like our lucky winner this week, Tony Eckler.
Tony Eckler, thank you very much. Of course, being a part of our podcast and collectible world with us, we appreciate you. Now, let's jump into my coin.
Coins.
Coin Corner. We were at that Denver Coin Expo this last weekend. Had a great time at the show. Trish and I did, and we came back with a bunch of great purchases.
Oh my gosh, yes, we did.
I'm only going to share a couple of them with you, and I love ancients. I love real ancients, and I love two of the greatest human beings I think in the ever influenced this world are on these coins. First off, I'm going to go with Jesus. This is on a Jesus. He's on the front of this coin. Very rare to see Jesus on a coin. This is a gold coin from the Byzantine Empire from around 1000 AD.
Jesus.
That ain't a white guy.
No, it isn't.
There
It
you go.
has short hair
Well,
on it, too.
Jesus wasn't
No.
wasn't a white
Lived
guy.
half his life, a good point, in
He
Egypt.
had blue eyes.
He also spoke Arabic.
He had all colored eyes.
Well,
This guy doesn't have just short. He has the curly
He does
hair.
have
that
curly
Jesus
short
would have
hair.
had.
He does. And this is from the Byzantine Empire, which was started by Constantine after the fall of the Roman Empire. They converted to Christianity due to Constantine's mom going to the Holy Land and visiting.
306 BC.
Yes, sir. That started this going to Christianity. They went so far as deep to putting Christ on the gold coin and on the silver coin. Byzantine Empire would be modern day Turkey, about located, right?
Yep.
You get your Orthodox Greek Christianity.
That's where Greek Orthodox was. It lasted from 306 BC till about 1450 BC.
And the Ottoman Empire would have taken over about that time period, probably.
I think there was one empire right in between them that the Ottomans then came out of.
Well, speaking of empires, and the guy who conquered the modern world, his coins are worth a lot more. He's also known for making, coinage. The first gold coins from Macedonia is before Alexander, but this is an Alexander the Great coin. He's actually Alexander the Third. He's the third king of the Macedonians, named Alexander. He's the greatest conqueror ever in the history of the world. Pure silver, 22 grams.
22 grams.
And this is a coin from his lifetime. Super rare. It's actually a Greek silver coin when he was king of the Greek Empire.
So this
He unified Greece too, which is hard to do. Not only on that, he defeated Egypt. He defeated Israel. He defeated the Middle East. He defeated Babylonia. He went as far as south as India, and then he got sick. And that's really the only reason he never really lost. He got sick.
and so now we use 32 gram ounces for coins. This was 22 grams here, and a notable thing about this, all these coins were about the same weight. They used them measured against the weight of seeds. They would use seeds weighing against them to get what they had there.
Much like modern day Post Malone would say, buy gold seeds and gold and silver.
Yep,
That's what matters to this world.
And
He says buy
first people
gold
putting their
seeds?
face
Yeah,
on
seeds and
coins.
gold and
The
seeds.
only coins that are older than those never had faces on them. They were the China ones that had the square in the middle, so people could put a string.
And I would use, just say China, the Chinese Asian coins aren't necessarily a coin; they're more like a bar.
Yep.
So we live in a European
And
society.
typically had holes in them because you'd string them through strings and carry them on your belt
Right.
on a single string.
Alexander made the European society. AJ, people frown on it now, but that's our modern society.
That's where it all came from,
right,
right there.
where it started with, right? Monetary. Boom,
Yes,
Alexander.
you should make them up,
the
so there
great.
will be a quiz at the end of the podcast.
Yeah, dude. We got to learn quiz.
What
In
happened
order,
in
in
it?
order to win this prism, you have to answer the quiz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I like it. Good answer, Nick.
All right, so
All right.
markets today.
More quizzing for you, Nick. We got the gold and silver markets at. We got gold at $4,765, up a little bit. And we got silver at the high today at $82.23. It is now open the next day in Japan and down a little bit. So these gold and silver markets are all over the place. And we have wars going on, craziness going on. I don't understand why it's going down. It should only go up because we just explained to you why. Since Alexander, we've been using gold and silver as a monetary system of our money. We should always stay on it to keep your freedom.
I mean, I literally caught those numbers the minute it closed.
Yeah.
Like
It
at
opened.
301, I was like, bam.
People don't also know this. The silver and gold market's on a 22-hour-a-day clock. So it opens with Japan, ends in the United States, but then it reopens again in Japan. So we're on a 22-hour difference.
So does that reflect? No, because we're closed that whole time, aren't we?
We are, but we're closed now, but the markets are open for gold and silver.
Okay.
Unlike the stock market.
Oh
Yep, so it
my.
only closes for 1 hour for the whole world, and then it reopens in Asia.
That was 2 hours. 2 hours or 1 hour?
1 hour. So,
Is it-
well,
Time zone.
Is it New York? It's New York to Japan. So is that a 22-hour difference?
it is 2 hours when we don't have daylight savings time. Daylight
Right.
saving times bumps us to it now being 1 hour. So when we're in the winter, it's a 2 hour difference.
Japan is the land of the rising sun. So we start our day there.
Okay.
All right.
Under the rising sun.
Here's my favorite now segment of this podcast. And this is the crypto verse Campbell soup.
Taylor's Campbell's crypto is
Yes.
good.
XRP specifically versus Campbell Soup. Now, Campbell Soup's got a huge advantage this week. Pokemon, if you didn't know, went and made a Target exclusive on a bunch of different products in store. It was the weekend of Free Comic Book Day. There was a bunch of retail incentives all over the
Kanto
place.
jackets, a whole bunch of things like that.
But Target decided to put Gengar on a can of Campbell Soup.
Yep.
So it's really got the advantage over XRP this week.
But officially, the Campbell Soup did drop from 129 to 119
Wow.
Yeah.
because they were putting it on sale. Now, I challenge anyone to find me a Gengar can of Campbell Soup less than $5.
That's Walmart dynamic pricing. I don't call Walmart dynamic
See, I
pricing.
did that at 2:00. I wanted to see if there was a change.
Yeah.
Does it
In
count
the
if you
soup?
get it online?
Because if so, let's look at it this way.
Now I'm gonna look on
They've been
Amazon.
selling these TVs. If you buy a Walmart TV, which is not Roku, it's the other one.
Samsung?
God, I can't think of their name. Vizio.
Okay, Vizio. Yeah.
So they also bought the company.
Found it,
Vizio?
AJ.
They bought a company that monitors all the stuff you do on your television, all the things you
Yeah.
watch,
No,
Right.
that's
And
not
they're
Gengar,
based-
that's
and
not
your
Gengar, that's
phones
bullshit.
are also connected to the
Hold on.
dynamic pricing as well.
Let me
That's
keep looking.
so in order to activate that Vizio television, you have to have a
Spicy
Walmart
chicken noodle,
account.
huh?
Really? Brilliant.
Yeah.
That's brilliant
And the
capitalism.
dynamic pricing. So if you go like in the middle of the morning, 6 a.m, it's going to be cheaper
Wow.
to buy something at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You'll watch them go up. So you could be shopping, bought it at one price, and it'll be a different price. when you
This is
get
back to the idea of this segment, though. Physical goods are always hotter, more volatile, and changing more real than this Bitcoin-driven XRP idea. Today, the metaverse itself decided they're not running the metaverse as a landscape anymore. As Verso, it failed the metaverse. People spent so much millions of dollars in the metaverse buying real estate in a fake landscape. $500 million one guy bought in real estate in the metaverse. Maintaining the metaverse. So that means it's defunct. It's no good.
This guy spent $500 million on nothing.
Nothing.
Our boy Logan Paul, a whole report came out about how back in 2021, he spent over 500. I think you just said $500 million, and that's in my mind. I think
That
it
was the
fif-
land. That was
I think
for the
thi-
land.
This guy was Logan Paul's was $50 million he spent on
NFTs.
NFTs, and those
So did
NFTs
my
now
boy-
are worth around $70.
Justin Bieber spent tons of money on
Oh,
NFTs.
yeah, that
It's
shit,
been a
that
big
NFT?
trend.
Now worth about $100. One of the most expensive NFTs still, and only about $100.
So back to this whole point: physical goods, physical collectibles, always more important than some made up shit somebody's trying to sell you. Yes, man.
I actually sent you something too that I was hoping you saw before the podcast about how they are starting to say what you can buy with any kind of cryptocurrency. So they can say, hey, you can only buy food or you can only buy gas
Well,
or
let's-
whatever. You can't buy a plane ticket. You can't buy this because
Let's not forget, cryptocurrency came out on the dark web and it started with buying for pedophiles and weirdos. You could get murdered. You could buy somebody to get murdered with.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, cryptocurrency all started because people tried to buy
Coders on the dark
drugs
web.
and that kind of stuff on the dark web.
Oh shit.
So that
Stuff,
makes sense
I
with
mean,
what you're
sorry, I
saying.
didn't realize that.
So, anyways, by gold, silver, you can go anywhere in the world to sell your gold and silver, from the Byzantine Empire to Alexander's Greek Empire to modern day's United States Empire. Some would call an empire.
Omar, thank you for joining us, sir.
You gold and silver still
Can
relevant.
I ask one more question? So this has to do with you, AJ. I've been noticing these apps that are what's his name, 5'9" or whatever. He's been buying these Pokemon cards. Are all these people buying Pokemon cards that are electronic? You know what those are?
Oh yeah, it is.
It's like I see them rip them on their phone, and
Like the
they're
Madden
getting
card.
like super excited over these cards.
There
On their phone?
Yeah.
This is actual players. This is people playing the game because you got the app on the phone. So
Right.
with every Pokemon card pack is that QR code in the back. We can't really buy them because you can't check those QR codes without actually scanning and redeeming it. But when you scan and redeem it, with every Pokemon card pack comes a Pokemon card pack that you can use in the Pokemon card online game, and you can play in online tournaments and stuff the same way. It's honest to God what Magic the Gathering should be doing. Magic the Gathering has Magic Arena, and they should incentivize buying real packs by putting a similar QR code in those, so
Right.
they can get them in the online one. And you cannot
But-
resell them. It is not something it's just part of a collection to play with. at
And
that
this has
point.
been beta tested in different ways. EA Sports did it with Madden, and they made
Okay.
it part of Madden Football, where you'd have to open packs to upgrade your team on the
Yeah, you
game.
can get special
for
stuff.
online
That's
just
play.
kind of
like
cool,
It
actually.
went over horribly. They don't
It
ever
did?
do it again, and it's done. You were literally opening packs in Madden to try to pull
Yeah,
Joe
no.
Burrow, and you could play Joe Burrow on your Madden team online by opening your packs. Same idea. Sounds like Pokemon, like everything,
Pokemon has
does
done
a better
it
job
Pokemon's
than football.
done it forever though. Basically, they back in
They have.
2010, they've been doing
It's
these
an
same
old
QR
idea.
codes since then. They've had this online game, and you can scan to get and you used to not even be able to buy packs on there. For at the beginning, you had to go buy packs in person, and then you could scan to get them on there. It was mostly meant to be an accessibility thing, so people who like lived in a small town could play in an online regional instead of having to drive out.
This
to
kind
Denver.
of sort of predated your metaverse and your
Okay,
NFT idea.
okay.
This is
So they
older
can't
than
sell them. They can't turn them into any money. But it's kind of like what Magic Arena does. And honestly, I wish Magic Arena put that same QR code in every one of their packs because that would incentivize people to come out to Friday Night Magic so they could also then play something on Arena on Saturday.
Right. It's like your chain. What was it? Chain? Oh man,
Force of Will, I believe, is
No, that
no.
chain is an NFT.
Oh
but they call
yeah,
it
the blockchain is what you're
blockchain.
thinking. Yeah.
Yes, their Panini was trying to do it.
Really?
Everybody's
Panini's going
messing
out of
with it.
business. Probably.
Remember we used to carry the cards that were
Yeah.
NFT cards?
Yeah, those are horrible too. Those
They
DC
didn't
ones.
sell.
Oh, don't worry, Nick. We'll be talking about Dungeon Carl to Carl.
All right, we're gonna keep this thing going. It is comic picks with AJ. What do you got this week, AJ?
Did you bring it
Nothing.
up?
Next
No,
one.
next year. Come on. I did this.
Oh,
I did.
we've
my
been
job.
down this road. All right, good enough, sir. Good
Listen,
job.
okay. We're going to start off. It is a week of number ones. I love number ones, people. It is one of my things. I like collecting number ones. I buy almost every number one that comes in, even on the bad series.
I like your kind of comic buying, AJ.
Sonic the Hedgehog, Metal Dragon, DC, or Metal Legion, DC Sonic crossover. Really excited about this one here. It started with the free comic book day comics. I always like the Sonic DC stuff in general. Definitely worth checking out. Marvel's Jubilee Deadly Reunion. I love Jubilee getting her own book. I love the art in this book. In general, people, this has the feel of an old 90s comic as you're going through. I love the cover art, and it's my girl Jubilee. I couldn't be happier. Astonishing Miles Morales, Spider-Man, The Art of the Thwip.
What's
I'm excited
The art of the what?
The
Whip.
flip?
of the Thwip.
The whip?
That's what he
When he
calls
does
it?
it.
Oh, yeah, when that's
Thwip,
always
thwip.
been the noise that was made when he did this.
I've
There'll
never
be a
heard
little
him
bubble
call
that
it the
says
flip,
whip.
though.
Yes,
Oh, I've never.
Since when?
Art of
Since
Thwip. Yep.
forever.
Now,
Okay.
that being said,
I'm like, did I just hear that?
this title is too much. Astonishing Miles Morales, Spider-Man, The Art of Thwip. Too much. We got too much. I'm hoping The Art of Thwip is like the series name for the first 6 issues, because even Astonishing Miles Morales, Spider-Man is a little too many words going on here. I'm excited for it. I do enjoy Miles Morales, Spider-Man, but your name's getting a little too much for me.
I think the artwork,
Yeah.
the cover art looks good.
She
Friendly
Spawn,
neighborhood.
number 1. Now, I don't know how She Spawn got a book after Scorched. How did Scorched get number 1 before? I'm excited for some She Spawn. It's blowing up the original She Spawn ones. If you're a Spawn fan, this is going to be a must.
Well, there was used to only be one spawn at a time. So are all these spawns in different timelines?
Different timelines, or I
Like
think
the
She Spawn,
Highlander.
She
I thought they
Spawn
were like
actually
Highlander.
existed at the same time as him because he.
Yeah, so, you know.
It's weird. If Destruction be our lot, this is one of the new hot ones this week. Everybody's been after this new Image book. It's got this mixture of kind of like old industrial age feel with like cyber tech going on in it.
Cool.
Definitely check this out. A little Abe Lincoln action. We can go
Nice.
into Abe Lincoln being an asshole, but we ain't gonna do that right now.
Hey, Lincoln. No,
Uh,
I said
and
a lot
hey,
of presidents were. A
Oh,
lot of
great,
presidents were.
man.
Fall of the House of Slaughter, everybody.
Is that still going on?
This
Is it over?
House of Slaughter is ending. This is the
Yeah.
fall, number 1.
Falling down.
Come on in, check this out. This has been such a good series. I'm excited to see where we are taking this at the end here. Definitely come on in, get your Fall of the House of
Yeah,
Slaughter
get
number
one
1.
of those in
6 number 1 books, all for you this week, everybody.
What's up, Nick Camacho? What up, Omar? Happy birthday, Omar, Mr. Schultz. Glad you're joining us on your birthday, sir. Everybody out there
birthday.
watching us, thank you. Interact. You're right, Omar. Getting Tom Brady 99, you had to open those packs to get Tom Brady 99
really?
on your team. Yeah, it was the way to do it. But then I feel like I was 10 years old technology now, like we're saying.
Yeah.
It's funny that they're still hyping this
I
shit.
remember when I played the game, you would have tear packs in the game. Is that
Yeah.
how-
Oh, so-
yeah.
And they
It's funny.
still do this in the WWE ones. They have an entire thing called My Faction. If you want certain costumes and shit, you have to play it. But you have to open cards for the people, and the cards have certain powers, and it's annoying. It is
It's too much.
one mode of the WWE games I never play with.
Right, exactly.
Like,
Not on that. All right, let's keep this thing going. Let's go. New sports card releases, and we had a ton this week.
Did we not grab it?
And those are
are they all in that box?
Oh, they're right here. Those are gaming, but I
That's
know
all- oh.
I got sports cards.
got
Don't
it.
worry about it, guys. SPX Hockey came out this week. 25-26 Upper Deck SPX Hockey, $150 a box. We got Bowman Mega basketball in with the great price on Bowman Mega basketball, $60 a piece on
That's
Hobby
cheap.
Megas. On blasters, we put out for $30
Right.
on a Bowman blaster.
We got a ton of
Best
them, too.
best price in town of both those. And we got hangers at 18, also the best price in town. Why go to Target, support small business? We're beating their price. Also, we got
UEFA soccer.
best price on this on
Best
Hobby
price
Box.
ever.
Yep.
$150 a box.
On
Almost
Hobby.
sold out.
Yep, Hobby
We already
Box
sold out
is
the
150.
hobby.
Did you sell
I
that
believe
last
there's
one?
some
Yeah.
in South.
Huh?
There might be some in South.
Okay, yeah, we have one here and it's gone.
You did sell it. We
Yep.
got Megas and Blasters left though. Megas and Blasters both on that product.
Yep.
Tomorrow we got the brand new Topps Chrome UFC. Our Topps countdown clocks counting down right now to UFC tomorrow releasing.
11 hours left, people.
And it'll be-
That is a tongue twister.
it is. And if it is, you know I'm going to mess it up. That's all I am. $220 a box on Hobby, and we got Blasters for $30, I believe, on that.
You should
Great
get a
price.
shot out here. Every
What?
time you mess up a word, you got to take a shot.
Just go
All right.
No,
You're
let's-
driving them home.
Yeah, it'd be
no,
worse.
we have
Hand
new
me that
vehicles.
box there.
We're
I'll
not
go
doing
through
that.
this now.
All right. Gaming card releases.
We got a lot this week I want to talk about, people. Okay, so first off, we already had Blazing Dominion come out for Yu-Gi-Oh! It's been hot. I'm having to send a second case already down to our south store. It's been out since Wednesday. Everybody's hyping about it. Tomorrow's when people are going to come out of the woodworks for it because they think it comes out Friday. As an OTS store, we can sell it on Wednesday. It's kind of that trade secret that you know from being here on the podcast. But people are all out after this Blazing Dominion. It is on TCG Player right now at $80 a box. We have it at $80 a box right here. You don't have to wait for it at all. Most of the time, these boxes are recently Yu-Gi-Oh! Has been in a bad place. It is coming out of that. It's going hot. I cannot recommend it. Now, next thing we're going to talk about new hot games. Third set. Donald David, I hope you're paying attention here. Riftbound Unleashed. I've got my Riftbound Unleashed boxes.
That I'm interested in because
$120 a box.
Really? You're that cheap on Riftbound?
It is $120 a box.
Oh,
We are meeting TCG Player and
damn.
beating everybody else in town. $129.99 is the best price I found in town otherwise.
You hear these card prices, people? I hope you're paying attention.
Pay attention.
If you
people.
want to get our deals, you got to get it on release. When we get restock, we mark it up from depending on what we had to pay for
Yeah,
those
'cause
restock.
the restocks,
You know
we got to
what?
order for them.
But
They're
when we hit
so-
release, we'll give you the best deal we can.
Yeah, and they're so hot that AJ no longer has any kind of, things on his
Oh, they're
fingers.
burning.
Is it
Burning.
burned
Burned,
off?
burned as a
I'm excited about these
Prince
ones.
off.
We got
Yes,
the
Burning
first
Pink
ever
Prince off.
pre-release for Lorcana. This is Wild to the Unknown. They're doing pre-releases now. So pre-release only at the gaming arena right now. We're going to be getting it back at South once we get the new location going. You can come on in. You can play the game. You can also pick up your booster boxes of it, going to be going at $120.
Ooh.
Pre-release is $40. We also have Illumineers tropes at $60. There is currently, this is the first Pixar being released into it. So
I
it's
see.
all
I
about
see it.
Pixar.
I see my boy Buzz Lightyear.
Buzz
getting beyond.
Lightyear has an iconic card currently going $1,500.
oh, to
What about the
infinity
baby
and
Invincible?
beyond,
What-
baby.
The
Yes.
baby is at about
Invincible.
$400.
The baby Invincibles. Yeah,
and then
he's
What about
ultimate.
Zerg? Anything
the
about
other
Zerg?
big one is Merida is at about $1,100 for the iconic card. So
Very cool.
huge cards in this. Make sure you check it out. 2 iconic cards, over $1,000 right now.
And you know,
Lorcana.
Lorcana still sells. Like the playable market in the store is a little different, but that's like a lot of TCG. That I know the collectability in the market out there is still
It's
there.
out
People
there.
love Disney.
Oh, and the players are the true collectors because they're still coming out for those pins. They're the people
Right.
who know what Disney's doing. And then
No,
finally,
we're trying to support you. Come out and show up for these big Lorcana events. We want them to fire.
we are a Lorcana store. We follow the Lorcana rules. We
Four
do
people.
those tournaments as we get them. 4 people for a regular tournament, 8 people for a store championship during store championship
Okay,
hours.
There it is.
All right, everybody. Then finally, talking about big releases, we've got that Chaos Rising pre-release for Pokemon coming out this Saturday at noon at the main store, and then Sunday at noon at the South store. Now, the way this works, you get this build and battle kit. You're going to build your deck out of this. We have energies that you'll build with it. You're going to play. As you play, there are 2 packs per player put into the prize pool. Everybody walks away with at least 1 pack when they leave. 2 packs per player in the prize pool. My first player, typically with these events, we get about 30 people up. We'll walk away with about 15 to 20 packs of the brand new Chaos
Jeez,
Rising.
beautiful. You can't get that anywhere else but at a pre-release.
Pre-release only. And because of this pre-release, that also means in 2 weeks on that Monday, I'm going to be able to sell it early. I'm able to sell this 5 days earlier than everyone else because we are a pre-release store. Come on out, support your pre-release stores. We're going to talk more about Pokemon, how that's moving towards stores in our entertainment news.
Awesome. All right, let's talk about toy releases with Toy Talk with Trish.
So, guys, this I wanted to show off. I didn't realize that it had
Wait a ton.
weighed a ton. Yes, but this right here is a quarter scale, 18-inch,
I can put it under there.
super badass, posable Deadpool figure, guys. I think it's by NECA. If I can see correctly on top, I believe it's NECA. Yes, it is NECA.
NECA.
So
Look at
NECA
all the
again.
guns.
Yes, look at the guns. Exactly.
It's on
This-
the side, AJ. He's got 2 katanas.
Look at those 18 inches.
I'm sorry. I was looking at that bolt in his crotch.
Yeah,
Those
those 18 inches.
You guys
18
are-
inches.
Fully foldable, posable, down to each finger on that hand. 10 fingers posability.
You guys are just killing me.
It's all right.
All 18 inches.
It is the insufferable Deadpool. Is the figure.
Full 18 inches. It's got 33 points of articulation, 7 interchangeable hands, a weapons arsenal.
Yeah, he's got a weapons arsenal, all right.
There
He's got
are
a
2
cannon between his
Speaking of that bulge,
almost looks like almost a foot long 2 samurai swords over here on the
Just
side.
make it
Kind of
too
hard to
easy.
see the weapons in it.
way too easy.
You guys are killing me. You guys-
You're making it too
you just stop.
They say Ryan Reynolds is the wrecker. You know what I mean? I heard that rumor about Ryan Reynolds.
We have
Anyways.
one of these in stock here.
You definitely got to
We
come
got
on
it for
there.
$99.99. You got to come in if you want to own this bad boy. If you're a
God,
Deadpool
guys.
fan,
You
I
gotta
feel
come
like
in
this
and-
is a
You
must-have.
gotta come in though.
You guys,
They
God
making it
damn
too
it.
easy
All
on
that
that
18
segment.
inches, there should be stuff sticking out there.
Trish, you did great that time.
Oh my God.
Good
All
job,
right.
babe. All right. Let's keep it to buys
Buys of the week. Oh my gosh.
Next up, 1962 Topps baseball card of Mickey Mantle. We bought that at our South store. Zach did a great purchase. Got any cards to sell? We got 2 locations, 7 days a week. You can sell sports cards. 62 Mantle, great card, iconic card.
Ugh.
Mickey looks really hungover. Show that card back over there again. He got the sweat.
Hey,
that
listen,
morning.
that guy
Look at that
just
forehead.
woke up.
Yeah,
That's a bottle of Jack right
it's
there.
a bottle
baby.
of Jack.
That's a bottle of
He
Jack.
is sweating it
Bottle
out.
of Jack and 18
And that's
inches.
the Florida heat and spring training down there. Woo! All right, next up.
Needs a little hair of the dog before a
Oh,
picture
you
like
look
that.
rough. Avengers number 10 annual. That's the first appearance of Rogue.
Rogue.
X-Men fame
That is
Rogue.
the one book I
There-
cannot
there she
find
is
that I have
right
in my
there.
collection.
It's a great condition if you need another one. Dom. It's a
No, I'm not.
beautiful
You
book.
know, collecting.
Great color.
A shocking mystery guest.
Weird that Rogue was in an Avengers book and in an annual 10.
Yeah.
Subpar
You
character at that moment. They didn't think anything about her. Now
Not
she's
even
super
that weird.
popular.
Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
Avengers.
Well, Scarlet Witch is X-Men 4.
I thought she was first in Avengers 2.
X-Men 2, actually.
I thought it was Avengers.
No, no, Evil Mutants is
No,
number 4.
you're right. Damn.
She's Magneto. They don't
She
play up
pops
that
in-
she's Magneto's
Yep.
daughter enough.
She pops in later for. As you say, there's
Wait,
a couple of
Scarlet
weird
Witch
news.
is Magneto's daughter?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
So
Quicksilver.
we're in this weird
Nobody
place
cares
where they
about it.
can't do that in the Marvel universe until now. Now we'll probably start hearing that story more. They have
Yeah.
to do a different story because
Cinematic, they never really did it.
Yeah,
she
they-
was owned cinematically by the Avengers,
Okay.
not by the X-Men. And that's why they gave her a whole different background and they didn't call her Scarlet Witch for years until they got the X-Men rights because they owned Wanda Maximoff. They didn't own Scarlet Witch. It was some weird.
They touched
legal
on it with
shit.
Quicksilver.
Okay,
So
got it.
Quicksilver,
Got it.
what's his name from the American Horror Story?
Yep. So you have the two versions of
Um,
Quicksilver because they
That's
both
what's
had
his
a version
name.
of it.
Yes, exactly.
Damn
It's
it.
really convoluted. Yeah, you know
His
what I'm
name's
talking
on the
about.
tip of my
Evan
tongue.
In fact, we
Evan
did,
Peters.
we did
Yeah, thank you.
podcasts on those about 8 years ago
we did, a
explaining
long
how that
time ago.
happened.
Exactly. All right, next up,
Evan
the
Peters.
Bloodstone. I wish they do
This
something.
is such a cool book.
Speaking of the cinematic universe in Marvel, do something with the Bloodstone. This is the first appearance of Amanda Bloodstone, and that's her father found the first Bloodstone.
Elsa Bloodstone,
Oh, sorry.
just like the princess.
Damn it, I just guessed that, Amanda. You got me, AJ.
Yeah.
Elsa Bloodstone, everybody.
Damn
It was a perfectly good lie,
Thank
too.
you.
Perfect.
Now
That-
you had it right up to
A perfectly
He
good
was
lie.
on it. No, I'm
I
with
like
you.
a
What they should be
perfectly
doing.
good lie.
I would love if just even every year they gave us another Halloween special like that first one.
Yes.
Every year, give us one Halloween special following
like
the
that
Bloodstone.
Werewolf by Night?
Yeah.
Yes.
I want one of those every year.
Hey, where's the
That's
other
all I
thing?
need.
Let's go. Here's one of my favorite
should be
superheroes of
doing
all
that.
time, Frank Castle, AJ. This is Frank Castle.
This you do know.
In
James.
his first solo limited series book, Punisher #1. Great book. My boy Mike Zeck drawing the cover on that.
Love that book there.
The hottest book to hit our shelf in the last 20 years at least.
Never heard of
I
it.
can't believe it's $200 already. Absolute Batman #1 first print. If you bought this, you scored. Guy came in, sold it, gave him great money. Bought it at a cover price at our shop for whatever that low price
He bought
is.
it at $5, $4.99 plus tax.
And now I'm not going to tell you what we paid because that's our industry secret. But I will tell you it's over $100 you got for that book. Easy. So bring it
Easy.
in. We're a buyer. Bring them in. We're looking for them.
Hey, this one I really like. We got a handful of these treasuries, but this one here,
Speaking of Batman, it's the first crossover of Marvel DC outside of Spider-Man and Superman.
That's a huge bitch.
Hulk
Batman
versus
Hulk.
Batman. Like Batman got a chance against
I
Dude,
Batman.
hold that like a
Spider-Man vs.
pizza.
Superman was dumb enough, but it should have been Batman, Spider-Man, and Hulk, Superman.
Yeah, I always thought that it's illogical how they did it.
Because Batman ain't got a single chance against Hulk. Maybe he's going to inoculate him back to Bruce Banner. That's the
With
best he's got.
Spider-Man, he could get like a vaccine to turn him back to Peter Parker
Yeah,
or some
listen,
shit.
Batman, Spider-Man would have been a good fight,
Mhm.
and Superman, Hulk should have been the fight.
They killed Spider-Man, turn him back to Peter Parker mid-swing, and then whatever you called his flap
Mhm.
didn't work anymore, and he
Whip,
fucking
whip.
lose that.
Is that right?
Whip, James, the whip.
His whip
Get it,
working.
get it together, baby.
Dead. All right, what do we got now?
Oh wait,
Entertainment
Flip.
news. And AJ, I'm going to let you read that wrestling news there.
All right, so listen, there's a lot of wrestling news here.
oh, I got two.
There's some funny stuff here. Okay, listen. So, Tong and Death Grip and the Gingerbread Man is what Don has here. So, Gingerbread Man appeared on
What?
SmackDown. He's a bit of a joke character. I don't know if you
Who's
guys.
Gingerbread? Only man.
He
Gingerbread
looks like
Man.
Gingerbread Man.
Is
He
he?
sounds
Yeah,
delicious.
There's a great movie, Gingerbread Man versus the Evil Bong.
So he is
There's a series of those.
Yeah, Nick.
he is
Not
an
just one
indie
movie.
wrestler who's food based and like it's been a whole joke. Typically he gets away because he's the gingerbread man. I don't know if you guys remember
Yeah,
Luigi
my God,
Pizzioni.
to lose it.
Do you remember Luigi Pizzioni did the pizza in the ring and threw it at people?
Yes.
So he kind of is following in that thing.
Okay.
So
okay.
Gingerbread
I
Man
got to see this.
appeared on SmackDown.
And now I'm totally interested.
Now, there are a couple cool matches coming up this week. You've got Roman Reigns versus his cousin Jacob Fatu. It actually looks like it's going to be a pretty cool match there, everybody. I'm excited for that one. You've got the Trick Williams versus Sami Zayn. We just had that at WrestleMania, but Backlash often has one or two matches that are a repeat of
Sami Zayn, I
WrestleMania.
can't stand still.
He,
But I do
he
love-
lost to Trick Williams, and I hope he loses again, so Trick Williams gets put over.
Who's still a great heel, my friend, is The Miz, sir.
Yep.
What's The Miz got going on?
No, I don't.
We're going to get there in a second.
He sucks.
Seth Rollins versus Braun
understand.
Breaker. Asuka versus Io Sky, and they're apparently bringing back the rumor. Is
Oh,
for,
they're feuding?
for one moment, for one night, they're bringing back Kairi Sane, who they just cut in their round of cuts. They made a bunch of cuts recently. The big one was Kairi Sane, and they did cut the New Day. They tried to tell the New Day they were going to start paying them half of what they were currently getting, and New Day told them to go fuck themselves.
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh, wait. Oh.
Not quite that,
That's how you get fired.
but so New Day
Fired up.
New Day asked for their release. They left, and now rumor is New Day is going to be joining AEW and Bobby Lashley's crew there.
I can see that.
James,
Now,
what do you want?
Oh, God.
now that being said, the last match, this is the best one. Miz and Kit Wilson are going to be going up against my boy Danhausen
Yeah.
in a mystery partner.
Yes,
Danhausen literally posted on Facebook that he would pay $400 to John Cena, Stone Cold, The Undertaker, Kane.
Only
He listed-
400?
Hulk Hogan was listed in the people he would give $400 to come be his tag team partner.
That isn't going to work out too well for him.
From the grave?
How'd he come up
From the
with
grave.
How'd he come up with 400?
Danhausen's whole joke recently has been that he's broke and is always asking people for money. So he'll be like, I will uncurse you for $1 million.
$1 million. Hey,
So-
it's a good way to make money. Cursing people than getting.
I'm excited to see what
Yeah,
happens
no.
with this. The other day, he is fighting Kit Wilson. Kit Wilson's kicking his ass, Miz's partner, and Kit Wilson gets up to do his finisher on the turnbuckle, and Danhausen sits up and goes, "You are cursed!" And the turnbuckle pyro goes off and lights Kit Wilson on fire.
Ooh, Cool.
Like
See, that's how you got to make wrestling.
wrass.
Again, wrestling on
Catching
Sports
people
Center,
on fire.
on ESPN now, on Sports Center Wrestling. All right, let's keep.
Entertainment news, everybody.
Ted
That was
Turner.
entertainment.
Well, that was sports news, I guess. We had two
Sports
different-
entertainment. Well, our only other sports news is the Avalanche are happening right now.
Oh yeah,
Avalanche.
Avs kicking butt, and the Nuggets decided to re-sign their shitty coach.
Why? Who knows?
Let's
Alfred
keep
E.
on with that.
Newman.
Yeah, Alfred E. Newman. Back to comic news. All right, Ted Turner passed away at 87 years old. He did great. Brought us TNT. Brought me baseball as a kid. Got to watch it.
WCW was Ted
WCW.
Turner.
WCW. Yep, that's right.
Wait, did you just bypass entertainment news?
No, we're on
Yeah,
entertainment
we're
news.
on-
This is
Oh,
Ted
okay.
Turner.
Ted Turner.
Oh, I thought you were
Captain
talking about
Planet
Planet
and the
Planet.
Planeteers.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Cartoon Network. He also, I
He
would,
also married Jane Fonda, a very risque marriage because
Yep.
she was handing away Jane to a lot of people.
protest
the Vietnam War.
yep, had a 10-year marriage, and we're still good friends after that.
And she did
Um,
a note for him when he passed away the other day, and she was crying.
Yeah,
She-
They
One
were
of the
still
best
very good
friends.
friends
Yeah.
when
Aw.
they passed.
He put
Ted
his
also-
I'm saying he put his fortune on the line for her.
Something I learned about this: Ted, largest landowner in all of Colorado, runs buffalo here in Colorado, and that's what he is. Ted of Ted's Montana Grill.
Are you
He-
serious?
Yep.
And Colorado's got a rich
got
history
great
of
chicken.
cable TV, as
That's
you
right.
know. Comcast and the company before Comcast.
Yep.
Ted Turner worked with a long time.
Yeah, he had Time Warner.
Time
He
Warner.
had a
and
bunch of them.
Right. That's a
He
different
had a lot of
connection.
things. He's and I even put in there. He was responsible how the modern news changed.
Yeah, CNN.
You know, yeah, CNN.
He
They were
changed-
on all the time.
He changed it. Well, and he was trying to keep up with some of the stuff Rupert Murdoch was doing, and basically, for
he
all-
would be the other side of that, though. He fought against
he
whatever you believe about Ted Turner. He took one side against what was popular at the time.
He
right?
did. Whether you're talking wrestling, whether you're talking news, he stood for
took
the other side. He put his money on what he believed.
Right, correct. Mortal Kombat 2 coming out. And my
Looking
boy's
forward to
in
that,
it.
man.
That's pretty-
Keith Urban's gonna
Keith
be
Urban gonna be in it?
I
Oh,
know
yeah.
Keith Urban.
Johnny
Keith
Cage.
Urban.
Keith Urban.
He's Johnny Cage.
Yeah.
I looked through the whole cast list.
country
I
singer?
couldn't- I
No,
couldn't-
that's not Keith Urban. Fuck, what's
Keith-
his
the
name?
guy that's on the boys.
Damn it.
Urban.
Carl-
Urban.
Carl
Carl
Urban.
Urban. Thank you.
I was gonna say that's a country
Urban.
singer.
Thank you,
Wait,
Trish.
You guys are
Carl
I
Urban.
knew Keith Urban wasn't right.
You like Keith Urban.
We got Keith Urban.
I don't. I like Carl Urban. I think they're both from Australia, though, maybe. I don't know.
Keith Urban's not from Australia. I'm sorry, babe.
Oh, that new virus is hitting the cruise ship. What's that thing called?
Hantavirus. So Hantavirus,
Hantavirus.
what's really
There's no
scary,
U in that. How's that Hantavirus with no U in it?
Hanta,
H-A-N-T-A.
Fanta.
Think about
Fanta
Fanta.
is a U.
No, think
No,
about Fanta,
Like Fanta.
like the drink
So,
Like
Fanta.
strawberry
Fanta?
Fanta.
English language is so complicated.
but
It is.
it
the most
is
common.
typically what you get from deer mice. It's known here in Colorado.
Deer
You
mice.
get
The
it
fuck is a
from
deer mice?
bucking. So like
Fucking
this is
know.
why you're supposed to wear
They have
respirators
antlers?
when you sweep barns and stuff because their poop has it.
Ugh.
What's so scary about this is
Yeah.
it's being transmitted human to human. It's never been transmitted human to human before.
Yeah. Ugh.
So
it
would
is-
somebody eat a rat shit?
It has a high mortality rate over 80%.
Oh,
Damn.
great. Perfect.
Oh, come on.
Corona wasn't enough.
Come
Let's
on,
pick it up.
Haunt the virus. Come and get us again.
Marvel Midnight
Another
Horror
thing.
announcement. Oh, cool. Jonathan Hickman's going to write. Maybe,
Yep.
maybe that Bloodstone we were talking about earlier. Pokemon vending machines
Okay,
out.
listen,
That
yeah.
code's been broken.
They
People are
got-
scalping.
They're
for
taking them
Kroger.
away. So Pokemon is not only taking them out of the vending machines, they made a big announcement. They made an announcement, and this is one of the I wouldn't call it a big announcement because it has been posted on their Instagram stuff. Basically, anyone who files a ticket with Pokemon asking about the vending machines is getting the same response that they are slowly de-escalating the vending machines and removing them, and that they are moving out of the mass market. When we say the mass market in gaming terms, that means Target, Best Buy, GameStop, Walmart, all that. They're saying they're pulling their product out. Unfortunately for us, they're not going to be giving it to the local game stores like I believe they should. They're
Yeah.
going to be adding it to
Sell it themselves.
PokemonCenter.com.
Sure, they like to take your
Bastards.
customer base away from you, AJ.
But they've said specifically that
A bunch of
the
schmucks.
fights going on, the hacking going on, all of that is not part of the Pokemon code, not the values they hold. So they're going to move it online where they have more control over
it's
it.
just showing you more of our collectible world's become more corporate, more mainstream, and that's just the way of it going into
And
2027.
people are
here.
comparing Pokemon now to 90s sports cards and what people started doing with it.
Up next, GameStop
That's not a
trying,
good thing.
GameStop trying to buy eBay.
Crazy.
I still don't buy this story, and I
What?
don't believe it. I think it's fake as
So,
hell.
he-
It is real in the news.
It's
I've heard
real
it,
news, but they
but
ain't gonna
there's
accept
no
it.
way a global company like eBay.
So the rumor
eBay
is
is
by
bigger
GameStop.
than-
GameStop
Sorry.
offered
Exactly.
eBay $55 billion, which is 20% more than what they were worth last Friday. Now, GameStop themselves only have $11 billion. So they have all these backers that were supposed to be part of it. And there was like $16 billion of backers that nobody knew where it was coming from. Rumor is it's the United Arab Emirates who have been looking for a outlet to become their version of Temu. GameStop CEO says he wants this to be his answer to Amazon. So everybody's like saying now this might be like the Arabs and GameStop trying to work together to make Arab Temu, GameStop, Amazon,
But
which is
eBay started as an auction site. What's the beauty of eBay is the auction.
it doesn't. That's the thing is eBay doesn't sell a single thing. eBay sells nothing. There's no eBay
There's no
account selling
Amazon
eBay.
holds your items, even
Yep.
if they're not. Yes,
Whereas
you
this
can
is
sell your items on eBay, but you still have to be a qualified seller, or they hold
yep.
your items for you.
So whatever this is, it's never going to be like Amazon because this is going to be based on people like us, like All Seas Collectibles that has over 160,000 positive reviews on eBay selling their stuff on.
It's scary to me because I have 20 years plus working on eBay. So if it goes away like that to GameStop, that's crazy.
I don't think GameStop.
I don't think it will.
I don't think GameStop's big
okay,
enough.
well,
I don't
so
either.
Josh, everybody, Ginger Cool, not with us this week. He was last week, but he gave us a little news to share here. The rumor, we have to say this is all alleged, but allegedly right now, eBay, because they did have to file a corporate response within 72 hours. So they said that they were considering the offer and they would say no more until the offer was accepted or declined. But what they have allegedly done is gotten rid of the GameStop CEO's eBay account. He's now banned from eBay.
Oh,
They've also, they also allegedly,
yeah, they're way bigger than
yeah,
GameStop.
like,
dude.
and if anything, this probably just tells eBay they're worth, like, if people are offering that much, they're worth more than
Oh,
they think they are.
Which is a good. Hey, you only want to show them what you're worth on paper so much. You know
Yep.
what I mean?
Mhm.
It's like football team. In any NFL team, you couldn't put a price on it because it's worth way more than whatever it would be sold for.
Yeah.
You know, ticket sales, franchisee.
You know what
right?
bothers me is that was it back during COVID when GameStop couldn't even they're falling bankrupt.
I know.
And
then they
now
made
they're
that weird
where's
stock
this
push.
money coming from?
That's back to why I don't
The
believe in
mafia.
the stock market's all bullshit too. I
Mexican
thought again, I
cartel.
like
Yeah.
physical goods, man.
Well, and so one of our other stories on here is about the Best Buy man. He hid in the store for,
Oh, yeah. This is great news from last week.
Yep.
This is from the stock of bundle packs at Best Buy of
Ascended Heroes bundles were coming out, and a
Oh,
45-year-old
God.
man hid in the store trying to be
Overnight.
first in line to get them. He got arrested for it. This is the
He
kind of
didn't make
stuff.
it long because people don't realize all of our stores, every store has motion detectors and
Well,
alarms.
except for
you
some of these places get broken in. No, they don't even have gates. Like
Well,
that.
yeah.
Well, that's
weird.
There was a place in North Carolina
Yeah.
that just got hit.
We're
for,
gonna.
like,
So that's a
noons.
lot of things. Lots
That's
of
cool
new
story.
stores,
They
brand new
should be
stores
investigating
opening up
here.
and not putting security.
Yeah.
Guys thinking that they can just open up any store with this kind of stuff and not put security in,
Right.
and they're getting hit
I
hard.
don't even
first.
think about gates.
You know
Yep.
what? If you get hit, if you get robbed because you didn't you deserve it because you should be
Put in the work.
put in the work. Yeah,
You gotta
Protect your
stuff.
shit.
yeah.
So this is exactly what Pokemon's talking about.
Best
though.
Buy-
It's stories like that
to
are
the
making
moral.
Pokemon pull it out of places like Best Buy.
So no, Best Buy is protecting their shit. They got the rest of the
Yep.
man. He got arrested. Didn't make it very long. Like I'm saying, he's done.
Yeah, and I know for a fact what they have in the roofs and everything. And
Yeah, they ain't let
you,
you
you barely move in there, and that thing goes off.
Oh fuck yeah, dude. A lot of
So-
the computer equipment alone in a Best Buy is worth way more than a fucking Pokemon.
Yeah,
man.
it's in a different.
That's what's crazy too. You have all the things in there. This guy did it for the Pokemon cards. It's funny.
So
Anyways,
there's the Pokemon PSA report. Me and James were talking
Oh,
about
yeah.
this.
God, he
earlier.
was gonna get
Yeah,
rich. What a
There are
moron.
two sides
Yeah.
to this. The first is the
Now he has to pay his fine.
the report of what the most expensive are and the report of the most graded. Out of the most expensive, it was 9 of 10 Charizards with 1 Pikachu on the list.
yes.
Now, on the most
Crazy.
graded cards, this is what was crazy to me. The most graded cards ever, the first most graded card, the most graded PSA Pokemon card ever with over 600,000 graded cards is the Japanese McDonald's card.
And that tells you how many more of those cards. In
Second one is the Van Gogh Pikachu.
Yes,
There are
that's great.
350,000
Whoa.
graded
Yeah.
Van Gogh Pikachus out there.
So 300,000 graded.
Graded.
So
Graded.
that doesn't. You
Doesn't
could
mean-
triple that
So
number.
with
There's
that
over
price
a
being
million of them
$300 a card, you guys got to imagine that's a bubble. That is an old school 90s bubble.
I
If
would
there's
tell
that
you
many.
an old school card number back in the day. Pokemon's a little different because they have rarity levels. But 86 Fleer basketball, they made 4.5 million sets of that when they printed that.
Jeez.
So
You're
the
talking
card sets are in the millions.
Jordan.
Yes.
There's
In
that
86,
many cards out
yes.
there.
Yes.
There were.
There was. So we don't know what
and that's part of it.
survives.
Because not all
You
of
can
them
take that
survive.
number-
People throw them away.
Half of
people
those are
mess
stuck
with
to people's
them,
tires.
damage,
bike
etc.
spokes.
Well, that's what's cool about grading. The one cool thing about grading is they create this census, so we can create what really the supply is of them out there, what
Okay.
we have. So the Honus Wagners, they think there's less than 1909 T206 Honus Wagners. I think there's less than 20. Only 10, I think, have been graded.
Wow.
So they're just doubling that number in theory. Is
Yeah,
all theoretical.
Part of that is again having to assume how many are surviving. Because we were talking recently about all the like old tobacco stuff. Those old tobacco cards, there was in the millions being produced even back then.
Yes.
But how many are going to survive 150 plus years?
Yeah.
And in what condition?
Yep.
Truth. All right. Well, let's get to why we're there today in history.
History.
Well,
This
no.
brings
I
us-
What?
better talk about this. The
what's-
boys.
Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
ooh, boys.
Entertainment with the boys. We didn't put it on it. It's not over yet, though. There's no season finale.
Hey, listen,
There's
what
no-
I know is Trump ruined the creators of The Boys say that Trump ruined their season by posting a picture of himself as God.
I think
Wait, Trump posted a picture.
Trump
On
posted
Easter.
a picture of himself on Easter as Jesus Christ healing
see
a
that?
man. You didn't see that?
I
Oh,
didn't
that
see
was
the-
like- that
I
was
heard
a
about
week
that
for that.
today.
Holy
try not to pay attention to
shnikes.
them. But
What a
Homeless-
moron.
to pick it back to entertainment news,
Sorry,
not that Trump's not entertainment because he's the apprentice, but we're going back to the boys. Homelander took it up a notch over that, said that Jesus isn't enough. He is God. He doesn't want to be confirmed to as Jesus. Jesus is the Son of God in Christianity. But my belief is that the one and the same. Homelander wants to say that he is more powerful than God now.
Oh.
And he took
Oh,
the extra
that-
V in
yep.
the extra the episode, so we'll see what the fuck
Yeah,
happens.
spoiler alert. Yeah, he's. Well, I mean, now that you've said that, yeah.
Hey,
when-
well, watch the boys.
It's two different V's though.
As
We
you say,
know-
I haven't caught up,
V-
but I knew about the God.
We
V1.
know the V. Yeah, I know what V you're trying. The V is created by human beings, though, which is scary. It's getting on
It's the
cool on a
V1.
human nature
Unless
level.
V has the blood of Christ in it. I don't know what he's doing.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
Well, he
And I
is
wouldn't fuck with
becoming
that.
immortal.
Even if he had that, would you mess with that quandary? I wouldn't take that. The other V is
Hey.
really happening. That's the 80s TV classic V, the TV show,
Mhm.
where the reptilians are actually taking over our Earth. That's actually real, Dom. That's happening right now.
That's been happening, Don.
Okay.
I'm just kidding, sir. What's going to say in
He's
history?
not kidding.
I like proven facts. 1274 in France, the
Facts.
Second Council of Lions opened to regulate the election of the Pope. So we had our first Pope, and
Louis XIV of France inaugurated the Palace of Versailles in 1664.
a lot of trees have been signed there. If you didn't know,
And then it was raided.
yeah, by my Vikings.
No, during the French Revolution, they
Oh,
tore
we're
the
the
gold off
Vikings?
the walls.
Isn't the Vikings right there too? Though, is that?
Oh, it's been raided many times.
yes, sir.
Cambridge Chronicle, America's oldest surviving weekly newspaper, is published for the first time in Cambridge, Massachusetts back in 1846.
Cool. That's very cool.
Yes, it is.
Spanish Civil War. The German Condor Legion equipped with Heckel H-51 biplanes.
That's
Yep.
Hinkle.
Yeah, Hinkle.
Hinky.
Hinkle. Like Heineken. Hinkle biplanes arrive in Spain to assist Francisco Franco's forces.
1946, the
That's
Tokyo Telecommunication Engineering, later renamed Sony, was founded with only 20 employees.
Wow. I
Is
love how
that the
Japanese
Sony we know
business
today?
come from scrap like Nintendo and Sony
Mhm.
and make it to masters of the world.
So that is the Sony. we
That
know
was
today.
Sony. Yeah,
Yes.
Sony was founded today in 1946.
Shit.
1948, the Council of Europe is founded during the Hague Congress. Hages? I don't know how to say that word.
1992, the space shuttle Endeavour launched its first mission, the STS-49,
Very
one of
cool.
our last most important missions until this one around the moon here.
I'm going to let you take 1999 there.
The Guinea-Bissau President João Bernardo Vieira was ousted in a military
It's so
coup.
smooth.
In 2007, Israel architects,
Israeli
archaeologists discovered.
archaeologists
Yeah,
discovered
not an
the
architect.
tomb of Herod the Great south of Jerusalem.
That's very cool.
There you go. James, this last one's you.
Herod the Great is not a great man, though. So he
No.
killed, you know what he did?
Herod, that's the massacre of the firstborn.
Killed
Yep,
John
that
the
was the
Baptist, too.
Or he was.
Well,
sorry,
there's
the
two
massacre of
Herods.
the innocent- massacre
There's
of the
two. His
innocent.
dad.
Yep.
There's two of them. There's Herod the Great and there's Herod the Second. One of them killed the kids when Jesus was born.
Yep.
And John the and then one killed John the Baptist. His
Yep.
son killed John the Baptist.
It was
Lied,
done.
lied to the Magi, telling him that he just wanted to like get on board with it all, and then only so he could go around and kill everybody under 2 years old.
Don't
every
get me
male
too
under 2
deep
years
into
old.
this, but we're in the
All
world
right.
we are now.
In 2009, over 100 New Zealand police officers began a 40-hour siege of the lone gunman in Napier, New Zealand.
They don't even have guns in New Zealand.
It was like
How'd
the
they get that
one
in
mass
there?
shooting ever.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Really?
All right. Now, that being said, new convention news. We, this weekend, tomorrow, are set up at Daikon. You can come down and see myself, Chris Rhodes, Javen, our boy Drew, and Amber all weekend are going to be down there.
Tattoo titty count.
Tattoos, titties, and collectibles
It's a
all
dope
over the
thing.
place.
And it's needed in our collectible environment. There is a lot of
It is-
adult collectibles. People
and-
are into it.
It is family friendly
Shiz and
until
shiz.
8 p.m. and then after that it becomes an adult plus con. They have adult things in the evening.
I
and-
thought it was all day at adult con.
so it is not all 18 plus all the time.
Oh, it is not.
Nope.
Is it 10 o'clock at the after party thing? That's
Oh,
where
tonight's
they talk
after
about?
party, absolutely adult only.
Oh, okay. So,
Um,
check out Daikon,
check it out.
National Western Stock Show Complex.
Lots of great tattoo artists. I'm following a bunch. Most of them already sold out this
A
weekend.
lot of them were at our collector's showcase. They made a great example at our show. We appreciate you.
Absolutely
Yes.
excited to go up and sit there. Now we also then in 2 weeks or no next week you're somewhere. You're in Colorado Springs.
I'm at Pike's Card
Peak
Show.
Card
next
Show.
weekend. Yep, down on Gold Camp Road.
Yep. And then right after that, we're going to be in Vegas. James, Trish, Chris Rhodes heading out to Vegas for that PokeCon, everybody. Excited for that. PokeCon, we're bringing Garbage Island out. It's
On the
going to be
road.
Yes,
awesome.
so cool.
Presented by Allseas Collector Showcase. Check out Will Green, Jeff Cox, and the albino rhino on the road.
And then
They're going to be with us.
Yes.
All
Saddled
these
up in our
Collector
booth.
Showcase in September. We're still selling booths. I have filled out another like 5 booths here, which means we are something like 15% of our booths left. If we're putting this in percentages, people, we're really looking for toy booths. I have filled out a couple. We already told you all about Game Force going to be joining us there, doing some video games, doing some pins, mixture of a bunch of things there. If you guys have a toy booth or a booth that is unique collectibles, I want to see unique booths. I don't want the same sealed product coming out of all these Poke machines. I got 10 booths doing that already.
Yeah.
So we're looking for unique booths to fill out those last 15%. Come on in, fill out the application. We'll get you signed up. $200 for a regular booth, $300 for a corner booth.
Yep. Please check it out. Come by, get the deals while you can. And we appreciate you all being a part of our little podcast. Like, share, follow, win this new prize we have for you. Tony Eckler, come get yours. Thanks, everybody. Keep collecting.
Collecting.
Toodles.